I feel like I'm mature enough. I feel like I'm very mature now, and I can speak on that time I got caught sneaking somebody in my mother's house. Now, this was, I don't know, I kind of whisper because, like, everybody in the house knows what happened, but it's
Hey, look, I could not sneak in or out my mama house. My mama, like, still to this day got that shit barricaded, nigga. She got motherfucking little things on the windows that make noise when you open them. She got an alarm system, like, nigga, it's like, and then, like, the alarm little thing is by her room, so if you go in there, like, it's just, you ain't getting out of my mama house unless you ain't getting out of there. Every window got that little motherfucking thing on the motherfuckers that beep 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 beep. Like the motherfucker alarm will go off if you raise it up. She had burglar bars on the door. She still got it. The garage door, the back door, the motherfucking front door. Like, bruh, this shit is crazy.
still like, it's embarrassing. But yeah, so before we start the story, I just want to say, is this is a judgment-free zone, baby. And I'm not these influencers, baby.
The Hustle Nation, we not gonna
I
judge you,
look like
sweetheart.
a tea, okay?
We're not gonna judge you,
Okay,
sweetheart.
so
Let's do this.
before we start, I was gonna say I was very young around the time, and
We get
like
it.
I'm just done lying about what really happened. You
Tell
know,
us the truth,
because like
baby.
my mom would ask me, like I would tell a story, but I would just lie every time I told the story. But I'm done lying. Like I'm just gonna tell the truth.
The
And
truth
just
will
put it
set you
all on the
free.
table, okay? Hopefully, then my family see this because you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I am. But yeah, I'm done lying. Like I just feel like it's no point in me just keep lying about what really happened. But it's really just embarrassing. But whatever. Okay, so this is freshman year, you know. So I'm 14. I'm 14. That's really, really young, you know. But me and this boy have been talking for a long.
Yeah, you got the other story time I listened to beat. She was 15, going crazy, getting pregnant, having sex, all type of shit. You 14, but I ain't heard your story, but okay, you a little younger. We listening.
Time we're gonna name him Jay. Me and Jay have been talking for a very long time. Like I met him when we first moved out here. And that was like 6th grade, and we've really been on and off then, you know. So I'm just thinking this is my little boo thing, but mind y'all, some unfortunate things happened in my family. My dad ended up passing away, so we ended up. I was thinking my mom's house at the time, so we ended up just moving back to my dad's house because all my siblings have had a room at each house, my mom's house and my dad's. So we're just like, let's just move back in, you know, whatever. Okay. So mind you, I used to sneak over my mom. I used to sneak over my mom's house all the time, and like I would never get caught because this is how I did it. So she didn't have really nowhere to plug the cameras up at the old house. So like the camera would be plugged up inside of my room. So what I would do was I'll unplug the camera once because the camera that was in my room, it was facing the side door. So I will unplug the camera, get him in the house, and hurry up and put the camera back up. So if she goes and looks at the camera, like
There go my mama calling me now.
you know, and like the camera only captured pictures. Like it didn't capture. The camera only captured pictures. It didn't capture like actual video. I only captured pictures and like little movements because it was just a cheap little Walmart camera. She really wasn't too skeptical about it. She just wanted to get a camera just to, you know, be safe or whatever. Okay, so that's how I was just sneaking in my mom's house. But once we moved here to my dad's house, it wasn't harder. It was just he has cameras like all around the house, like the whole house, you know, because he just lived here. Well, he didn't live by himself. He would come sometimes, but it's just like he'll mainly be here by himself, and he had an alarm system too. So he'll really just be here most of the time by himself. So it's like he needs to make sure, you know, nothing going on or whatever. And he's like every house that we've been at, like he's always had cameras everywhere. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, my mom never checks the cameras. Like the cameras were plugged up in my dad's room, so she never just checks the camera. And plus, y'all, I already knew them cameras. I already knew them cameras barely worked. Like, they barely wanted to turn on. So, and they was like so glitchy and stuff. So, I really wasn't tripping about the cameras. And I'm just like, there would be no reason for her to even have to check the cameras. Okay, so boom. So, our trash can used to be inside of our house. But since we have a dog, our dog will always try to get into the trash can. And like, you know, like he'll just be a dog. Like he'll just do stuff that dogs do. So my mom ended up putting the trash can in the sunroom. If I don't know what a sunroom is, go look up what a sunroom is, because I don't feel like explaining it. It's just a room with a whole bunch of windows, and then and it just leads to outside. That's basically how I can explain. It's connected into the house and it leads to outside. But our sunroom was connected to the kitchen. So you go through the kitchen, you open the sunroom door, and you're in the sunroom, but then you could leave out. You could leave out the door in the sunroom to go outside. But outside got the balcony and then the stairs. So boom, that's how he had been getting in my house for the longest. Came in through the sunroom and stuff. So the door did say kitchen door, but again, the trash can is outside in the sunroom. So when she hears kitchen door, she just thinks, oh, like, you know, like, oh, somebody's just throwing something in the trash. And plus, she had no reason to be skeptical of anybody. So we would so I would only sneak him in the house when my mom was not home, because she worked nights. But around this time, she only worked 2 days out of the week. She only worked, I think it was, I don't know if it was weekends or a weekday. I don't know. But she only worked it had to be a weekday because he had the best. Yeah, so she only worked 2 days out of the week, and I think it was a weekday. So he would want to see me more though. Like he would want to see me more, and I'm like, I don't want to risk. Don't want to risk it. Like I really just don't want to get caught, because I know my mama, like she would just pull some, crazy stuff. So eventually he kept trying to convince me. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like it's whatever. Like my mom is not my mom's not a light sleeper, but she not a deep sleeper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so that was fun. I eventually let him convince me, and like I never got caught. But this one time, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I was on a dance team. This was freshman year. So we had ended up having a dance. I don't know if it was a basketball game or a football game. No, it was a basketball game. We had dance, and after that, Dad came over. So I opened the door and let him out, and I heard her come up the stairs, and she like, like I just hear her walking. So I'm like, what the fuck? What I'm saying? And she was like, Naya? I was like, yeah. She was like, what you doing? I was like, I just got to clean my room. The coach okay, I'm not gonna say what happened, because I totally lied, but I was just lying and saying that I ended up taking an energy drink because I was sleepy. That's basically what I said. I lied, but she didn't believe me. She was like, girl. And I was just acting like I just had a whole bunch of energy. But the funny part is, I did end up cleaning up my room because he came over and I had to clean my room. So when I heard her come up the steps, I had started to like mess with the trash can, act like I was putting stuff in the trash can, but really that already had been in the trash can. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's just skip to the part. Okay, so it's Christmas. It's Christmas break. And we had just came back from California. We ended up going to Disneyland, Disney World, whichever one is in California. Had a good little time or whatever. Mind you, me and him, we was like on and off. So he ended up having a basketball game or something like that, and he wanted to see me. I'm like, no, like I didn't want to at all. I'm just like, no, like no. So eventually I gave in, and he came over, and everything is just cool. We're just chilling. Yeah. So then we start watching this movie. Out of nowhere, I'm hearing voices. Mind you, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm hearing voices, and I know my sister's not home because she was out of town. I know she was home, so I'm like, at this point, I'm panicking. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm telling him to hide. He's moving slow, but he's not like fat, but like he's tall. He got big feet, like, so you can't, like, he can't move around too fast. And plus the carpet gonna creak. So it's just like, so at the time, I didn't know that my mom ended up hearing him talking. I just literally found this out not too long ago, but my mom ended up hearing him talking. Mind you, my door's locked, so she comes knocking on my door. Naya, trying to open the door's locked. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, you need to hide, like, you need to find some. So she's knocking. Naya, stop playing, girl, open the door. She's slick, y'all. She is so slick because whole time she heard him talking and she trying to play it off, laughing, y'all. So whole time she knew, and I'm just now thinking about that, like, cause my brother, the one who had told me, cause originally when I heard her talking, she was in my brother's room. My brother's room is literally on the other side of this wall. So okay, so everyone knows I lives in the house with me. Even this TMI, I don't sleep with clothes on. So that was kind of like, I'm like, cause I was like, I'm putting on my clothes, trying to just think of something to say. Girl, open the door. Okay, so I think he's hid good enough. Honestly, I didn't really check to see where he was at. I just turned around, like I glanced a little bit, didn't see him nowhere, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. So she come around, she like, what you doing? Mind you, she's looking around, she's scanning the room, looking around. I'm like, nothing. So I'm at this point, like, okay, so there's the door right there. So the door is opened and I'm standing right in the doorway, so like she can't really walk in the room. So she's like, what you doing, trying to, so she, at this point, like, she's pushing her body forward. So I gotta step back a little bit, and she's just, looking around. So out of nowhere, she looked down. And she like, Naya, whose shoes are those? I look down. I see some big Jordans right by the door. Nigga, why wouldn't you grab your shoes? Y'all, I was so blue because I thought I was gonna get away. Well, I really didn't think I was gonna get away. But y'all, I was so blue. I'm looking down, I'm like, y'all, I'm just sitting there for a minute. I'm like, I don't know, at this point, y'all, this feels like a dream. Like, I thought, like, I don't know. Because what's funny is we always used to say, we're going to eventually get caught. Because, like, we just got away with it too much. And I feel like when you're sneaking somebody at the house, do it a good 2-3 times. After that, stop. Like, I can't even count how many times in my house. Like, it was so many times. It's just like, eventually, because, like, once we got to that point, we should have just stopped then, but we didn't. Okay, so she was like, really? And then she was like, so who in here? Who was that? And I was like, nobody. What you talking about? She was like, really? She was like, really? So you're just gonna sit here in my house? And I'm looking at them. So I'm like, looking at them. So she looking. I turn around. Y'all, why is this head and feet out of the cover, y'all? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just like, are you serious? Y'all. Okay, so at this point, mom was trying not to laugh. Like, she did as trying not to laugh. And I'm just like, what? I don't know if she was laughing to keep from getting, I don't know. So she's like, Naya, who is that? And I just eventually said his name. She was like, who? At the early time, I was not allowed to have a boyfriend, like, at all. I feel like she somewhat knew who he was. Like, she's seen him. Like, she's seen me walking. Like, she's she's seen him before, but like I was not allowed to have a boyfriend. So yeah, but back then I used to be so mad when she's like, I have a boyfriend. But now looking at it, I was just too young. Like, and I really didn't know. And I really kind of wish I would have listened because so much happened that really could have been avoided if I would just listen. But it's just like when a parent, I'm sorry, I'm not even telling the story time, but it's like when a parent just tells you no, don't do it, and don't tell you why not to do it, it makes you want to do it. And then it's like you could turn around and try to like finally tell us why we shouldn't do it. But it's too late. I already done tried and I already, stuff already happened. But yeah, back to the story. So he get up. She like, and you got your in my house? So she pulled me out the room. She like, Naya, come here. Mind you, she had a nightgown on. So she gone downstairs in her room, put her robe on, and like, y'all don't even remember.
Damn, she just left the nigga out there in the room with his head sticking out and the feet sticking out still.
Like she was low key going off, but like she wasn't doing too much. She was like, and I should go off on you and give him some ammo for school. And I'm like, she's like, but I ain't even gonna do you like that. I ain't even gonna do you like that. And just going off. And then she was like, call your mama. Because she ain't finna be the only one getting in trouble. And I'm just sitting there like, period. Because I'm really thinking, I better not be the only one getting in trouble because this is too. So, but he stayed with his grandma, so he called his grandma up.
Nah, you got caught. Why my nigga gotta get caught? Fuck that.
And she like, cause first she asked for his name, for her name, for the grandma name, and he said the name. She was like, if that's really even her name for real. Like she was just thinking everybody was just lying about everything, but that ain't even the kicker project, y'all. Okay, so she was like, okay, and are you gonna come pick him up, or do you want him to leave how he got here? She said leave how he got here. So I'm like, damn. So the grandma, okay, so mind you, me and the grandma had already met. Like she picked me up to take us to the movies before. She had gave me a ride home before, after the game, after I danced. He had played basketball, so like she knew, and like he would come over to my house and his grandma would know, but he would always tell his grandma that my mom knew, and she ain't had no clue. So grandma just telling all the deets. Like she telling everything, but I don't blame the grandma because she was like, and he got in trouble with the police because what she was like, he got in trouble with the police because he was out past curfew and something like that. Mind you, he plays basketball, like he don't really be in trouble for real. But mind you, he never even told me that. Like, and when my mom was going off at me, she was like, and you think he only talking to you? You think he only coming over here? And I'm like, yeah, I'm defending him the whole time. I don't think he only coming over here. Like, I know he's probably cheating on me. And I had lied because she was like, he got that curfew. His grandma said he got that curfew. And it wasn't for coming over here. I was like, yes, it was. I was lying, but it was not. Cause I ain't never heard nothing about that. But I had to lie so I ain't look stupid. And she like, oh, okay. So then I told her, I was honest, y'all. I was honest. I told her how he got in the house. She didn't believe me. She tried to go check the cameras, but again, the cameras don't work. Like tape was glitching so bad, and she couldn't see him. And she like, you're lying. How did he get in for real? And I'm really telling her like he got in through something, but she really did not believe me. But I was not lying about that. Like I really told the truth. But yeah, what else happened? Of course, I got my phone, my iPad took much. I had just got my iPad for Christmas. I barely even was on it for real. Like, I don't even know how I work for real. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I got my phone, my iPad too for like a month. I had to stop dancing on the dance scene. Yeah, then I lied when I went to school. Cause my friend was like, cause I told my friend, I was like, I can't dance on the dance scene no more because I got in trouble at home. She was like, oh, I was wondering why you didn't text me back. And I was like, yeah. She was like, what you do? I was like, over some dishes. Me and her just started arguing over some dishes. And then my dance coach ended up calling her and was like, we really need her and autism. She was, my mom was just like, she know I don't tolerate that stuff, and then yeah, that basically happened. So they kind of figured out I lied, but I still was lying, saying I ain't lied. She just didn't like how I was just arguing back and forth with her. What else happened? Me and the boy ended up breaking up. He really did me wrong. Like that was really my first love, but he really cheated on me and kept cheating on me. And some more happened. So if y'all want to hear some more story times about how he did me wrong and about
Alright. That's why I don't want no daughter, bruh. Fuck, man. Lord, please, thank you in advance for blessing me with my son. Amen to that. Yeah, man, cause but I couldn't do all this shit at my mama house. My mama had that shit locked the fuck down. You know what I'm talking about? So, but yeah, I think mom did right. Should let her not play on the dance team, dance on the dance team, take her iPad away. It wouldn't have been just for no month though. Like that's a big deal. Like who knows what y'all been doing in here? You know what I'm saying? Well, she said what they was doing in there. A lot happened in this, that, and the third. So you know what that mean. And she said she was 14 when the video started. So 14 is crazy, nigga. Like, man, I got a motherfucking daughter. I'm damn near taking the motherfucking by her neck. I don't want it. I'm trying to tell y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Y'all smash that like button on the way out. It's your boy Ray. Big freaking play.